Guys, Mohammed Kudus is a big game player. Today, he provided an assist for West Ham against Manchester United. And we all know Manchester United are the only team in Europe that are unbeaten. And Mohamed Kudus was a handful for the defenders. I'm here to talk about his performance and also talk about how he helped West Ham pick up all full 3 points in the game they played against Manchester United at the Old Trafford in the English Premier League. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and let's talk about these two teams. They have performed very poorly in the English Premier League. If you take a look at their last 5 games, they have not won in a single game in their last 5 games. So both teams have performed extremely poor in the EPL. If you even take a look at where they sit in the EPL table, it tells you how their season have gone so far. But for Manchester United, there was nothing to play for in this game. They have all their minds on the Europa League final. So none of these players want to play and get injured. None of these players want to put themselves too much into the game and get injured and miss that Europa League final. Everyone wants to be fit. Everyone wants to be part of the success story. So for Manchester United, I knew even if amorim assembles the Avengers or the starting 11, most of these players are not going to play exactly when they play in Europe. They're not going to play that way. United is different when they're playing in Europa, but United is also different when they're playing in the EPL. So you take a look at their performance in Europa League and also take a look at their performance in the EPL, and it's two different performances. In Europe, they are unbeaten, but in the EPL, they are the worst team. And I felt like West Ham had an upper hand because this is a team that are being careful. So West Ham just needed to put in a bit of effort and they were going to get that win. And that's what they did today. A bit of effort, a bit of better performance, how clinical they were. They had everything right. And Mohamed Kudus today was part of it. He impacted that game. Looking at his skill, his ability to dribble, his ability to make those movements, it really helped the West Ham today. And I know most definitely for sure after this game, all Manchester United fans will be talking about Mohamed Kudus because of the impact he had for West Ham. He was able to even provide an assist for Sushek's goal. That was the first goal in the game that happened in the first half. The technique, the execution of that assist is what is getting everyone talking. And guys, you can see the video on your screen. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Mohamed Kudus performed extremely well. But then there is another school of thought where people are saying that Kudus only performs very well in big games. I don't know how true this is. But regardless, I'm just happy because Kudus now has 4 goals and 3 assists in the EPL. He's trying to finish the season so strong. He did not get a good start in the EPL. I believe a lot of things happened. He had some challenges in the EPL this season, but that is behind him right now. Kudus is just focusing on how to complete the season in one piece and very strongly. But for West Ham, I think they had a very pretty good game against Manchester United. I would be shocked if they were not able to beat Manchester United because Manchester United looks like a team that have thrown in the towel. In the English Premier League, they don't look like a team that has the fighting spirit to even climb up. They believe that their tickets to Europe is in the Europa League finals and they are going to play it against Tottenham. So for that alone, most of the players were trying to protect themselves. Even if they were supposed to go in for a hard tackle, they will not do that thinking about the Europa League. So I kind of get why Manchester United lost this game. But it doesn't take anything away from the fact that West Ham played an excellent game. Bumare Kudus affected that game very, very well. But then, guys, I want us to talk about his performance in numbers very, very quickly. And this is coming from SofaScore. He played 73 minutes and got substituted by Carlos Solen. And in that game, he had a total shot off target 2, 1 block shot, dribble attempted successful, 2 out of 5. So let's talk about the dribble a bit. I mean, leading to the first goal for West Ham, he dribbled Amad Diallo. And guys, I mean, that is trending on social media too. The fact that Mohamed Kudus let Amad Diallo lie down in green pastures, like he was on the floor. Don't get me wrong. There was another instance in the game where Mohamed Kudus tailored Bruno Fernandes in the middle of the pitch. Like it was full of skills and like it was just so beautiful to watch Mohamed Kudus today. He really, really played well. And I think after this game, as I said, Not so surprised when you see United being linked to Mohammed Kudus for the summer transfer window, but then Mohammed Kudus performed extremely well. Let's get back to his performance in numbers very, very quickly. He had a total touch of 43 in the game, accurate passes completed 23 out of 27, accumulating to 85%. One key pass that led to the goal in the game, one big chance created that also led to the goal in the game. Crosses successful 2 out of 0, long ball successful 1 out of 0, ground balls 2 out of 10. And if you take a look at his rating, it is 6.9. I always disagree with SofaScore when it comes to Mohammed Kudus rating. I would have given him above 7. He performed extremely well in my own opinion. He affected the game. He was one player that was a huge threat to Manchester United defenders, the likes of Mazarawi. He was a threat to all the defenders, Lenny Yoro. Even when Magua came in the second half, he was still a threat. Mohammed Kudus is an excellent player and had a very good game against Manchester United. But then his future is still in the balance. I did a video yesterday asking if Mohammed Kudus should stay at West Ham still, looking at the interest he's gaining from the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, PSG, AC Milan. A lot of clubs are interested in Mohammed Kudus, but then he has a heavy release clause, which is 85 million euros, which I believe a lot of clubs will not be willing to pay in for. But then West Ham are open to negotiate with any club willing to make an official offer for Mohammed Kudus within the region of 70 million and above. So guys, that is the update with Mohammed Kudus. He's performing extremely well. They have few games to end the season, and I believe he can just better his statistics as compared to last season. Last season, he scored 8 goals and gets 6 assists in the EPL. This season, 4 goals, 3 assists. It's more or less like half of what he did last season, but I believe he can get it done. But then there's one thing that I did not mention in the game that I think skipped me a lot. Leading to West Ham's first goal, West Ham had a patience build-up. West Ham completed 25 passes that led to their first goal. That is a way to score your goal. This is what we call a patience build-up. You could see they waited for their time. They waited for that opportunity, that space to open up for Mohammed Kudus to give the assist. But then the ability to protect the ball was quite fascinating. Not only that, all the away wins West Ham has had in this season in the EPL, they worked away with a clean sheet. And I'm very excited about that because that is something positive West Ham fans can walk away with. Graham Potter is doing something right as compared to what Junior Lipiteki did when he was in charge. So guys, this is where I'm going to end it concerning Mohammed Kudus' performance in the game, the assist he gave in the game, and also Manchester United losing to West Ham. Let me know your thoughts about all this down below in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'm going to make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go.